All right, so recording again. So if you have continued on the path you were on before, working here at the wellness and seeing how it is important to feed your body, nutrients, it's important to take some herbs, then I think you will still be experiencing major depression, and we're still working on the libido, right? We're still
Yep.
working on that.
Yep.
But that says a lot about counteract some of the side effects by incorporating healthy lifestyle, healthy living, eating and feeding your body. Because I know you have lost weight, um, your mood has changed a little bit. So once you remove the IUD, if that's what you choose to do, then I think it's gonna be a beautiful reset for your body and also for your life. Now let's talk about you talking to your daughter, Princess.
Hmm.
Have you talked to your daughter? Because again, we're not here to judge and blame. I was a very active, sexually active young person, okay? So I loved it. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, shame on you, you're having unprotected sex. Of course, we'll love our children to get married and do all the things, but at the end of the day, we have to be realistic. They are gonna have sex, and they are gonna do it and still protect themselves and the partners and not get pregnant. So, what was your conversation, if you had any, with your daughter, Princess, who's in college now, who's not living at home, right? Because I was in college and I'm not gonna tell you what I did, okay? Whatever stays at University of Stony Brook stays at University of Stony Brook, and also UMDNJ, and also Hunter, and all the colleges that I went to. So, but it's being honest. We have to be realistic. We have to open our eyes to what's going on out there with our young adults. We're not promoting them, but they are doing it, so we just have to just meet them where they are. What was the conversation you had with Princess?
So I will start by saying that some of us, when growing up, these conversations were never a
Mm-hmm.
topic.
That's true.
You never, you
Yes.
never
Yeah.
talk. You never hear your parents talking about it, and therefore it's a taboo
Yep.
to ever talk about this kind of
Yeah.
topic.
I just want to add to
So,
piggyback what you said
mhm,
is that I remember one day I was talking about to a group of friends about sex. Because I'm like, again, just like you mentioned, my parents never, nobody in my house. It was such a taboo. And the way they looked at it, they would look at me talking about it, it's like, okay, you must be a slut. There was tons of shame associated with me wanting to have that conversation and wanting to have a healthy discussion about it. It's like, if you want it, you must be a slut, you must be promiscuous. Shame on you. That's not something we talk about. That's something we do behind closed doors with a married person. You gotta marry the person. When in reality, that's not true. So yes, not having this conversation can really create tons of discomfort talking about it. All right, go ahead, Princess.
yeah, so I took it upon myself um, right after she turned 17
Mm,
is when I really bond with my daughter because so after 17 I actually started having these conversations with her, and I made her know that it's okay
mm-hmm,
because I know some way somehow you are going to do it. I
mm-hmm,
don't know when, I don't know how you're going to approach this, but I'm open to the conversation. If you need any advice, you come to me and I'll share my experiences with you.
mm-hmm, mm,
So she actually did with her first boyfriend that she still with. She told me everything about
mm-hmm,
how they met, all the blah 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 blah.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my question to her was,
Mm-hmm.
are you having sex?
Mm-hmm.
And that came as a shock to her
I
because she
know.
wasn't expecting that
Yeah.
question. She goes, Mom, I said, are you having sex?
Yeah.
With a big sigh, like I did, she
Mhm.
goes, yes, but I'm protected. I said, okay,
Yeah.
all right,
Okay. That's the truth.
you're protecting. Okay, so what are the measures you're taking to protect yourself? And she
Mhm.
said, well, you told me how pills and all of that is not good, so I'm using condoms.
Mhm.
And I said, well, I'm glad you're using condoms, but just be mindful that it can fail you big time.
Mhm. Yeah.
But
When it.
also, come to me if anything happens. Don't take a decision that could be, dangerous or deadly. Come to me. So that was the end of the conversation.
That is beautiful that you opened the door to have an honest conversation with her, and also creating a space of safety. She can come to you whenever, right? Because that's gonna, I mean, that's not only gonna bond, good bonding for you guys, but that's gonna make her see you in a different light. Because we have to think about the culture too. You from Africa, I'm from Haiti,
Mm,
Berlin's from Puerto Rico. Like we don't talk about this stuff,
yeah.
okay? That's just a no.
Mm,
Like I remember when I came in Haiti, we had this lady who was so beautiful. Her femininity was so high. She has this feminine energy, and all the men wanted to be with her. She's so pretty, beautiful, natural, black, so pretty. And then yes, she was with a lot of the men. And I remember, my family telling me how they want to be like her, that they shame me. They just will put so much shame with her name. Like when you hear her name, shame, you hear her name. When in fact she was just expressing herself, being her femininity, and just enjoying life. Again, that's what she chose to do. However she did it, we shouldn't be put in shame and calling people out, labeling people. It is what it is. You just have to accept people for who they are and what they choose to do in their lives. Because at the end of the day, they will be the one dealing with the consequences. But I think we live in an age now where things are different than they used to be for you and I. And as a parent, if you choose not to have that conversation with your children, you have to go back and heal any trauma. Like you have a lot of trauma. You gotta heal the trauma because you should really be sitting down. Because otherwise, they're gonna Google it up. They're gonna find it from the friends in college and school, and those people might not give them the right information.
yeah.
But I enjoyed the fact that you opened the door and you were persistent. When she said, "Mom," you're like, "No, tell me the truth. Tell me." And she opened up, and now she's gonna see you as a role model and really come to you whenever she has any issues or questions or concern. That's beautiful. Any last minute words for the people, Lynn? When it comes to birth control methods, contraceptions, hormonal imbalance, IUDs, from one mother to another mother.
What I would say is that, well, it used to be when hormonal imbalance, menopause is a thing we have to live with.
Mm-hmm.
It's it's the norm. It's gonna happen to you anyway.
Yeah.
Your life is gonna be miserable anyway. You gotta have to go through it. The hot flashes, the
Yeah.
depressions, and all of the the struggles that it comes with. But I have come to realize that there are options.
Mm-hmm.
There are options.
Yeah.
You can make it better. You can. It's not gonna go away. It is what we're made of as women. So we're going to go through it, but must we suffer through it? No. There are options. So as we all go through this, I'm part of this journey as well.
Yeah.
as we all go through this journey, we are going to know more and more about our bodies, the meaning of all the hormones, and what we can do to kind of help ourselves and make sure that we don't have to live a miserable
Yeah.
pre-menopause or menopause
Yeah.
lives, but we can actually live a fulfilling and be in our best self.
And that also goes for the young adults too, that are seeking someone to talk to, that are on the pills or whatever birth control methods they are utilizing, prescribed by the gynecologist, that they are not alone. Like if you never feel moody and you, oh my God, you're like depressed, just like Lynn just went through her experience. I don't want you to feel it's you. You're not broken. It's not in your head. It's something is happening. You just need to get the right guidance, the right help. That's it.
And Dr. Jenti, let me add this. Sometimes when we're going through these things, you gotta be careful. When we saw the therapist, honestly, if I didn't know, if I didn't have experience in the healthcare field, if I did not know medications and what they do and why you need to take them and all of that, I wouldn't know where I would have been, because the medications that was prescribed for me was the same medications that I had to administer for my Alzheimer's and dementia
Wow.
patients or residents. So we have to be careful. Second opinions, search for, do your research. Don't just take it and start using it.
Yep.
Do your research.
Exactly. That's why you have to educate yourself. That's why we are on this journey to educate you and give you the knowledge. Because at the end of the day, you can sit in front of a doctor, a therapist. I'm sure they mean well, but you are depending on their own knowledge. So whatever they learn, that's what they're gonna transfer to you. If they believe that the pill you should be taking antidepressant or SSRIs or whatever anxiety medication because you are going the birth control pills is causing you to act crazy or be crazy, quote quote, then that's what you're gonna get and that's what you're gonna leave the office with. When in fact, if you educate yourself and you know it's the hormones, the fake synthetic hormones that are in the pills or the patch or the injection or the IUDs or whatever you were prescribed is causing this issue, then you can seek the proper help, and also communicate with your doctor about how your symptoms and see if there's another options for you. It all starts with the knowledge. It starts with you and it ends with you. So, all right. Well, thank you, Lynn, for being vulnerable and honest and sharing. And I am so excited to really make this conversation, normalize it, making it like a thing that everybody should talk about, and not just suppress it, because again, so many people are suffering silently and they have nowhere to go. And we're gonna create this environment, this space for them to come to us, and then that's what we're gonna have in our programs, these lovely discussions, and take that and go back and talk to our loved ones and just let them know this is not me. It's something that I'm going through, so please be patient with me, continue to love me and continue to support me, but again, patience and compassion. Thank you, Lynn.
Thank you.